Good morning. It's Thursday, the 9th of July, 2026. I'm going to start off the news with something that's going to upset a lot of people and it's going to entertain a number of other people. Do your own research. Do you know who the Nazis really are? We've always heard about the Nazis. Who are they? Let me tell you who the real Nazis are.
Allegedly.
The real Nazis are the Zionist Jews. That's who the Nazis are. Don't take my word for it. Do your research. The light is exposing the darkness. There's a lot of people out there not going to like that statement. Before you start bitching and complaining, just do your own research. The light is exposing the darkness. We're living in the most beautiful time. If you're in the light, and if you're not, and if you're living in the dark, you're going to be really, really pissed off right now. You're going to be really angry right now because the light is shining and exposing you all. What a wonderful time to be alive. Good morning, Drew.
Good morning, Charlie. Good morning, everyone. First up, and sadly, for recording purposes, I will say allegedly, 76% of vaccinated mothers are losing their babies.
How sad is that? Let that sink in. We say allegedly because these are statistics that have been published. But the trouble is there's so many statistics that are published that have been untrue. But we do know that about 3/4 of vaccinated mothers are losing their babies. This is all part of the agenda of the New World Order to reduce the population. It wasn't just about killing people with vaccinations. It wasn't about just that. It was about stopping the reproduction of certain bloodlines. And for those people who are not awake yet and not aware yet, do your own research. Don't take my word for it. Unlike the news where they force you to believe them, I don't do that. I encourage you to prove me wrong. Because on things like this, I would actually really love to be wrong. I would love to be wrong. I would hate to think that these people are killing these babies on purpose. It's 100% positive. The greatest thing that a woman will ever do is give birth to a baby. I look at a mother's face when she's holding a baby that's a day old, a week old, a month old. That look of pride is incredible. It still brings tingles down my spine to think of that when a mother looks at her baby. And they're trying to your baby. Let that sink in. What we're up against is truly evil. These people are truly evil. It's been very interesting, my next story, into watching what's happened and what is happening in Iran. We're seeing all the news headlines and we're seeing Trump putting out there, telegraphing, oh, we're smashing the Iranians to pieces and we're doing this and I hate these people and all the rest of it. And that's all distraction because what's being dismantled in Iran is what was installed by the Clintons and the Obamas. And it was the brainchild of Israel to do this damage. And then you have a look at the funding, because you just have to follow the money. And you see that USAID approved billions and billions and billions of dollars to go to Israel. And in return, the families of the Clintons, the Obamas, the Bushes, and the Bidens have received huge amounts of money back. I'm just saying, if you follow the money, you find the truth. You find out what's really going on and what's being dismantled in Iran and the talk of this nuclear program that they've got could blow up the world. Yeah, you're absolutely right. They do have nuclear capabilities that could do the damage, but it wasn't created by them. It was created by the Clintons and the Obamas, and the foundations were set by the Bushes. And the icing on the cake was put on by the Bidens. That's being dismantled. And the people that are involved in that are truly evil. These people want the death of not just the Americans, they want the death of lots of people. And they go under the names of Hamas, created by Mossad and the CIA to destabilize Iran. And then you've got Hezbollah, created by the Bidens and the Clintons and the Obamas to destabilize Afghanistan. And the Houthis, all done as a proxy out of Yemen to destabilize, created by the Obamas, the Clintons, the Bidens and the Bushes, and all funded by USAID. And the trouble is when you plant these evil seeds in Iran, it takes a lot of work to get them out because they've got roots now. They've got roots in Iran that need to be blown out of the ground. Not the Iranian people that have done this. This has been created by Israel. Let's get to the facts. Let's cut through the bullshit. Let's tell you as it is. What's being done in being removed out of Iran right now was installed there specifically on purpose by Israel, by Mossad and the CIA, the corrupt CIA. And all of this is being shown to the public right now so that you can see it. There's so much going on for those who are awake. But if you want to know the truth, stay close to God. You'll find the truth there. Drew.
Next up, speaking of Iran, the US launched a new wave of strikes on Iranian targets after President Trump declared the ceasefire over. Iran responded with attacks in the Gulf, raising fears of wider regional escalation. Oil prices also climbed as markets reacted to the renewed fighting. Can't you guys pack it in?
Well, this is all part of the dismantling of the old system, and I'm going to the Straits of Hormuz next week. I'm going to go and see what's going on firsthand because I'm out in the United Arab Emirates and I have friends in Ras Al Khaimah, which is right up close to the Strait of Hormuz. And I shall take a little trip to have a little look to see what's really going on. And of course, from there, you can actually see Iran because it's quite a narrow waterway. It's going to be a very interesting trip. My final story is one of humor. Donald Trump obviously is at the NATO summit. And when he arrived, the reception for Donald Trump was unbelievable. It was probably one of the biggest motorcades that Turkey has ever seen in Ankara. He was given the biggest welcome you could ever imagine by Erdogan. And he sat down with Erdogan. They were like two good friends from years gone by. They know what's going on. And then, of course, Ursula von der Leyen turns up. No pomp and ceremony for her. She was picked up in like an Uber van. Mark Carney, you were met by the finance minister. It just shows you the levels, doesn't it? We're watching the complete dismantling of NATO, the complete dismantling of the EU, which is a failed project. And we're living in the most amazing times as we watch it being dismantled brick by brick. What an amazing time to be alive. That was the news. On the 9th of July, 2026. We'll see you tomorrow. And tomorrow's a big day because Justin's competing in the national championships. Good luck, Justin. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye for now.
Bye-bye.
These are the facts, not put out by mainstream media. If you want to know the truth, we put out the truth every single day, Monday to Friday. So if you want to know the truth, come to charlieward.com and see real news daily. And join the Insiders Club, which is live on Wednesdays and Saturdays.
Global tensions are rising, markets are unstable, and currencies keep losing value. While governments print more money, smart investors are moving into physical gold and silver, assets that have protected wealth for centuries. That's why more people are turning to Charlie's Gold to secure their future before the next financial shakeup hits. Don't leave your wealth exposed. Own something real, own gold and silver. Visit charlies.gold today.